Hi boys and girls, and welcome back to week 2 of Learning Magic, sponsored by the East Haven Recreation Department. I'm Neil, otherwise known as Nito. We learned a couple tricks last week, and we learned a couple rules, like never ever repeat a trick, because all magic has a surprise ending. And if you do a trick and then do it again, your friends won't be surprised. Also, never ever tell how a trick is done, because then you don't look that good as a magician once they find out how the trick is done. We learned how to have an elastic or a hairband jump from these two fingers to these two fingers. We learned how to float a magic wand. We learned how to tie a knot on a piece of rope without letting go of the ends. We learned how someone could pick a card, put it back, and you could find it because all the cards were in order. Or we also learned how you could pick a card, put it back, and find it because the top half was red and the bottom half was the black cards. So let's learn some new tricks. Pretend you're over at your grandmother's house and she says, oh, you're taking that class, online class for the East Haven Recreation Department. Show me a trick. And she goes into a drawer, pulls out her deck of cards that are all shuffled, and she says, show me a trick. You can't say, I have to go into the living room and put them all in order. Or you can't say, I gotta take all the red cards and put them on top, all the black cards. You can't do that. So here's a trick you can do with the cards all shuffled. You spread them out and you ask somebody to pick one of them. Let's say they pick that one. I'm going to turn my back so I can't see it. I'll show you guys. Okay. You have them take their card, put it on top of the deck. And you say, for me to find your card, there it is. And they don't think that's too good. So you say, take half the deck, put it there, take this half, put it on top, and do it again. Cut it again. Cut it again. So you say to them, do you think the card's lost? And they'll say yes. Spread the cards out on the table and say, think of your card. I think I found it. That's your card. This is a fun trick. What you do is you have someone shuffle the cards beforehand if you want. So you have them pick a card. Say it's this one. Okay, I'll leave it right here. So you have the cards in your hand like this. They pick one. You have to clean up all these cards in your hand. So you do this and that. And you know what I did? I looked at the bottom of the deck. I didn't go like this. I didn't go like this. Takes a half a second. Go boom. Matter of fact, I'll turn around this way. You can see. You go like this and you go. So now I know the bottom card is 5 of clubs. So as I'm talking, I'm saying to myself, 5 of clubs, 5 of clubs, 5 of clubs. We take their card, or the spectator's card, put it on top. You take half the deck, you have them take half the deck, put it there. There's their card. Look what goes on top. The 5 of clubs. I would suggest you have them cut the cards 3 times. That will keep the cards close to the center. So I don't know what card they picked. I don't even know where it is. But I know one thing. The 5 of clubs is on top of it. I'm going to turn the deck over. Here's where you got to be smart. 5 of clubs is underneath it. So I spread the cards out like this. I find the 5 of clubs. It's right here. And their card will be underneath it. There it is right there, the 5 of diamonds. Let's go over that again. They pick a card. You make them. You spread out all the cards. Let them pick one. I'll show it to you guys. You have the cards like this. Put it down. Take a quick peek at the bottom card. I'm looking at the 7 of hearts. I'm going to put their card on top. Have them take half the deck, put it there, put this half on top, do it again, and then do it again. 3 times. You say, is your card mixed up somewhere in there? And they'll say yes. Take the cards face up. And I found your card. Alright, I'm going to do another card trick for you. But I need 4 cards. Let me get them. Oh, here it is. Hi, I'm back. I have 4 queens, or they're also known as ladies, but let's say these are 4 ladies going shopping. They go to a 48th floor department store. They took a helicopter, landed on the roof. The first lady says, you know what, I'm going to go to the basement, check out the bargain basement prices. The next lady says, I'm going to shop on the 25th floor. The next lady says, you know what, I'm going to shop on the 40th floor. And the last lady said, I'm going to shop up here. But they all agreed at 12 o'clock noon, they'd meet. All of a sudden it's 12 o'clock. And they meet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 all together. Now this is a pretty easy trick. You take 4 queens out, and you take 2 different cards. You put down, face up on the table, put down the queen, put the 2 cards and different cards on top, then put the other queens. Now, when you go to spread them out, you only show the 4 queens. You hide the other 2 different cards underneath. You don't have to hold them tight like that. They'll stay. So you show the 4 queens, make sure they see them. You square them up, put them on top of the deck. But you call it a department store. The first queen you could show. You say, she's going to go shopping on the basement. You put it on the basement. The next queen you can't show, okay? So you just say, this one's going to go shopping, you say at the 25th floor. But let me also suggest this to you. When you go to put it in, don't go like this, because they can see it. So keep the cards like with the backs towards your friends. And it show that it's in the middle of the deck somewhere. The next one you can't show. Remember, it's just a different card. Put it in a different spot. Say it's going to go shopping there. The last one. So what you have is 1 on the bottom, 1 queen on the bottom, 3 queens on top. And to get them together, you just cut the deck. And you snap, and you show that they all met. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, if you have any questions, remember you can send me an email at neato, N-E-A-T-O, .magic, M-A-G-I-C, at yahoo.com. Let's learn some money tricks. This is actually 2 tricks in one. I have a matchbox that you can show empty. All the matches are out. If I squeeze it, listen. I hear something. I have a quarter. If I take the quarter and I take it, let's put these away, snap, and it's gone. Now that's 2 tricks in one. First you need a matchbox, and you need a quarter. This quarter is actually going to rest right there, but it's going to stay because of the cover is going to hold it. So I'll show you how to set it up. Push it in so it's about halfway. take the quarter and you put it in the top part and put it, so right now it's between the cover and the other end of this, and it's in there pretty good. When you go to close it, the secret is to put one finger here, because if you don't, it might fall out that way. You want it to fall into it. So I suggest holding it like this and squeezing. Then you can shake it. You say, hear that? Open it up, show the quarter, and dump it out. So you're gonna set it up right on top there, just like that. It's in there nice and tight. Make sure they can see that it's empty. Put your thumb here, so you're blocking the quarter. And as you squeeze, you're gonna push the quarter in. And you open it up, and you can show the quarter. Now, put this together, close it up, and leave it on your left side. You show the coin like this. You don't want to show it like this. You want your fingers, see how they're kind of bent? And your thumb's holding the quarter. So you got your fingers holding the quarter and your thumb's on the other side. When I go over to grab it like this, see, you can't see the quarter. My hands are blocking. But what I do is I move my thumb out just a tiny bit and it falls in my hand. So if you go like this, see, it's really right here. So what you want to show your friends is you show the quarter like this. Now, you don't know what to do with your hand with the quarter in it, right? So you just grab the matches, put them in your pocket, drop off the matchbox and the quarter. Snap, and you can show your hand empty. Any more questions? Let's learn another money trick. We have a 1 and we have a 5. I'm going to take the $5 bill, put it on the table, and then I'm going to take the 1, put it on the table. Now, which one is on top? What do you think? I say the 1. I'm going to roll them up, kind of squish them together. Which one's still on top? I'm saying 1. How about now? Is that one? Which one on top? Let's say 1. You roll it up. You snap. Say which one's on top. They're going to say the 1. Carefully unroll it. And now the 5 is on top. Now I'll show you how it's done. You don't really need to use money. You could use a piece of paper, the size of money. You could make one like all stars, all moons. You could make one all stripes, all polka dots. But here's how the trick works. The first one you put down has to go even with the table, in the same direction as the table. The next one goes on top in the shape of an L, the letter L, but from where the magician is standing. That would be you. So right now this looks like an L to me. Now everybody thinks, and here's the secret, you're rolling from corner to corner. This is where, don't tell anybody, but you actually roll off center. Go like that, aim that way. Don't go like this, kind of go off a little bit. Now, people are going to forget which is on top, so you have to repeatedly say, which one's on top, which one's on top, which one's on top, just so that they won't forget. And I'm rolling this way. Now, because I'm going like this off center, I'm going to get to this corner before I get to this corner. But my hand is going to block. So I'll show it to you with my hand blocking. Roll it, say which one's on top, and then you unroll it, and the 5 jumps on top. Now I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to move my hand out of the way. You say which one's on top, they'll say the 1. You roll it, you roll it, you roll it. Now watch what happens. Watch this corner. As soon as it flips, that puts the 5 over here on top. All right? Now let's do a trick with just the 5 or a 1. you need 2 paper clips. And you show a dollar bill, or again, one of your papers that's the same size. I'm going to show you the 5. I'm going to bend it over about a third. I'm going to put a paper clip on. I'm going to do it a third again. And I'm going to put a second paper clip on. So you saw that I put the paper clip on 2 separate times, and you can see that they're separate. Watch right here. I'm going to open up the $5 bill, and they are linked. Now, let me show you this. Let's unlink them. Okay, you show the 5, you push it, you fold it over a third. Do not crease it, because that will cause like a speed bump. You put up any paper clip you want on. You want to go as far over to this corner, but remember, you need a place to grab your fingers later. Now the first one goes towards your friends. The second one goes towards you. Now, you see how there's only 2 pieces of paper in the paper clip? We're going to do that. It's the same thing over here. Again, don't crease it. Don't fold it. You take the paper clip on and put it over as far as you can without, but leave room for your fingers. Now, what you saw the first time is, I want you to aim down. Don't aim up, because these tend to shoot out. And it shoot, when I did it before, it went right off my table. So I'm gonna go down, grab it up here. Don't grab here, because look, there's no tension. Don't grab here, no tension. But if you grab here and pull, it falls right off, and you say to your friends, can you just hand me one of those? And they're gonna go like this, and it's linked. Let me do it one more time for you. Show money or one of your own pieces of paper. Put a paper clip on as far over the 2 pieces, far over as you can. But remember, leave room for your fingers. This one you're going to fold over towards you. First one goes away, second one goes towards you, and only the 2 pieces of paper go through it. And you can show that they're separate. You put them, and make a big deal, you put them on 2 different times. You didn't put them on at the same time. Remember, hold down, open up the bill, and these link automatically. All right. Let me put these away. All right, remember I said that we're going to do magic with stuff you find around the house. We're going to do another rope trick. But don't go cutting your mother's clothesline, okay? You ever see these guys on TV? They take the rope and they throw it down, and the end jumps all around and makes a knot. Well, I can do that. Watch. Wait, one more time. Maybe I need to snap. And now you've tied a rope in the end of tied a knot at the end of the rope. Okay, here's the secret. You take a rope, put a knot in the end. You're gonna hide it right there between your pinky and ring finger, right there. See how these 2 fingers are now free? They're not close to that. You're gonna put the end up, and you're not gonna drop it. Boom, because people could follow that. So you're gonna kind of throw it, and then you're gonna throw it again. Now the third time, you're gonna let go of this end, but you don't want to keep your hand open. You don't want to do this, boom. Because you kind of just projected, you just told everybody where the knot was hidden. So when you go to throw it on the third time, you snap, you keep your hand closed. Just open a tiny bit so the knot will fall out. Go. Okay, and this could go with the trick where I told you how to tie a knot without letting people go. Alright, boys and girls, I'm going to show you a trick that I do in my act. Now, let me find them. First, I want to thank you for joining us again on week 2. We got a lot of new surprises coming up. A lot more magic to learn. Grab your notebook, take notes, and grab a piece of paper and take notes and keep practicing. Remember last week we got to practice. Okay, we have 4 aces. I can't show you how this trick is done. We have the red aces, the black aces. Now I can make them switch. Ready? Watch. Oh, that's not funny. Okay, watch. We have a red ace and a red ace. I'm going to take the red ace and watch. I'm going to put it on the bottom. I'm going to take the red ace. Look at that. Put it on the bottom. So you guys, you boys and girls, you're very smart. What color's on the top? Black. No. It's the 2 red aces. Boys and girls, thank you very much for joining us for week 2. Stay tuned for week 3. Thank you for sending me emails and let me know. And another free magic trick for anyone who could guess where we are. And I'll give you a hint. It's part of East Haven and it's named after a color. And we're not in Orange, Connecticut. Bye guys. Thank you very much.